Welcome to EDU 326, Methods of Teaching Language Arts in the Elementary School, from the Union Institute and University. The title of today's video is What to Watch For in an Observation of a Language Arts Classroom. Hi, I'm Tom Frederick, and welcome to Week 6. We're going to switch things up a little bit today. We're going to talk about our assignments first, and then we'll go into this week's lessons. During Week 6, you are going to have to do Forums 11 and Forums 12. You're going to have to take quiz number 6, and you are going to have to do a report on an observation from an elementary school classroom. We're going to deal with the bulk of this video with what to look for as you do your observation in an elementary school classroom. You have a handout in your course, the main page of your course, for your observation, and it identifies certain things that you should look for when you're doing your observation. You're going to look for differentiated instruction in the classrooms. You're going to look for the teacher use of data to form small groups. You're going to look for computer-assisted instruction. Please look for learning centers and for various forms of the delivery of instruction. Look for visuals and graphic organizers, especially on bulletin boards and throughout the classroom. Be aware of the teacher's awareness of learning styles, of their adaptations for ESOL and ESE students, and for the other students who are behind a little bit in the classroom. Watch for informal assessment, and watch for the higher level questioning techniques. Differentiated instruction is using of different materials with different groups of students. Materials can be differentiated because of interest, because of skill level needs, and because of learning style. The good teacher presents things for visual, auditory, and tactile learners. Some students learn in a particular style. Others benefit from material being presented in multiple styles. Watch how teacher uses data to form small groups. It's often very difficult for a visitor to see how and why small groups are formed. If you have a chance, ask the teacher to explain the distribution of students into groups. Students' need for help with specific skills should be the dominant reason for the forming of groups. Look for computer-assisted instruction. Computer-assisted instruction with a learning management system is essential for all classrooms. We don't want kids playing on computers. We want computers with a learning management system that tests and measures progress and takes students from one level to another. The program can be Success Maker, Read 180, or any of an assortment of computer programs. These programs assign, instruct, and assess students, ensuring that students are involved at their own instructional level. Learning centers. Look in the classroom. If you see rows of desks, something's wrong. If you see desks, they should at least be facing each other in groups so there's interaction happening. You should see computer centers. You should see colorful areas where students go for group instructions. Learning centers are essential to the successful operation of a student-centered classroom. Learning centers provide vitality to a classroom. They ensure that differentiated instruction occurs, and they give the teacher the opportunity to pool small groups. Look for the forms of delivery. A classroom that's dominated by lecture is certainly not going to be a good classroom. Classrooms should have a combination of teacher-lecture, student discussion, student practice, and small group activities for students. There should be learning centers and computer centers in all classrooms. Look for classroom visuals and classroom graphic organizers. Elementary age students need help with organizing, and these graphic organizers are ways to help them. Here we've got a web and a Venn diagram and a story map that could be seen in all of our elementary school classrooms. Be aware of the learning styles. Students particularly have a particular learning style. Some are visual, some are auditory, some are hands-on tactile. Look and see if the teacher is providing for all learning styles within the classroom. Look for adaptations of ESOL, ESE, and students who are not on grade level. Your ELL students should have home language dictionaries. There should be translation available when it's necessary. They should get extra time, and there should be small group attention. Your ESE students should get extended time, shortened and adapted lessons, small group attention, and assistive technology. And your below-level learners should get additional guided reading, and they should get interventions. Look for informal assessment. Look for the questioning techniques that the teacher uses. All assessment is not tests. A lot of it happens just with the teacher himself or herself, with their questioning techniques, with the teacher observation about how students are doing, with dialogue in the classroom, and with teacher-student discussions. Look for higher level questioning techniques. Level 1 questions are very literal. Level 2 questions are analytical. Level 3 questions are evaluative. We should have assortment of all 3 types of questions in every classroom. I want to give you some tips for your observation visit. Be specific with the volunteer coordinator that you need to observe a reading or a language arts class. Don't get put into a science class. You can't do an observation of language arts activities if you're not in a language arts or a reading classroom. Follow the direction of the teacher to be observed, but try to position yourself so that you can see the students rather than just the teacher. And I see C is spelled wrong. We really need to see what the students are doing. Are the students getting the activity more than what the teacher is doing? Take notes about what's happening in the classroom. Take note of the bulletin boards and the other print materials displayed throughout the classroom. See how students use them or don't use them in your classroom. If possible, ask questions of the teacher as to why certain techniques were used. All of these observations will help you in doing your final written product. We're getting to the end, getting close to the end of this class. If you're on schedule, keep up with the good work. If you're a little behind, it's time to catch up. In week 7, you will have a paper. In week 8, you will have to create some lesson plans and a digital bulletin board. Then, after week 8, we will celebrate. Tom Frederick, Union Institute and University, Methods of Teaching Language Arts in the Elementary School.